Hi. What's going on? Now that we did our housekeeping, shout out to my man Shant. He made that intro video for me. I finally got an intro. So shout out to him and his talented self. Speaking of talented people, I'll be hanging out with two of them, actually three of them. Tonight, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know how we do. What did we learn from Montel Jordan? This is how we do it. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, double impact, triple threat. Myself, Gabe, Shant, we break down action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And I mean literally like scene by scene. Tonight, it won't be just us three. It won't be a trio. It will be a quartet. Who do we have on there tonight? A returning guest. He Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. Let me make sure I get this shit right. There we go. Boom. There it is. So he plays or has played and continues to play. Just did a movie with JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme. We have his stuntman, Todd Senefante, will be hanging out with us again tonight. He's been with Van Damme, I believe, since Sudden Death. And that was 95. That's the movie we'll be talking about tonight, Sudden Death. Breaking it down with the man who was there on set, Todd Senefante, hanging out with Double Impact, Triple Threat, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to everybody here. What's going on? The members in the building. You see the people with those cool little badges next to their name? Those are cool kid badges. And they are members of Green Nation. Would you like to become a member of Green Nation? Oh, you don't have to wait until December to ask Santa for something for Christmas. Get it now. Yes, become a member of Green Nation, $5.99 a month, custom badges. I'll be doing Friday. We got our members only live stream that'll be going on. We'll be doing a giveaway as well. You want to be one of the cool kids? You want to sit at the cool kid table? Huh? That's all you got to do, and you're there. You are in there like swimwear. Good to see you guys up in this bitch. Shout out to everybody who's there with me on Rumble. As you guys know, on Mondays, it's Jericho Green at locals.com. Tuesday, I'm live on Rumble. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm right here. Now, again, you notice that I'm missing. Shout out to my man Ron Fuego. He's a member on my locals channel. So, I'm sorry, Rumble, right? So I've been missing the last few Saturdays because my son's baseball game is usually between 10:30 and 11:30. This week will be the same thing. He has a game at 11:30, but they're usually an hour. So 11:30 to 12:30. If I can make it, I will do a live. If not, I'll do a video just like I did last week. And you will check that out. I think it's about 14 minutes long. It's called Unfucking Believable, starring who? Who has the most unbelievable mouth you've ever seen on a politician? Biden's Pervertus, aka Sloppy Joe, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. One fish, two fish, red fish. I don't remember. That guy. Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Thank you. He says, oh, isn't that how people sound when they talk like that? Like literally? Like, so yeah. Appreciate that, Mr. Kojak. Today, my son, he got some money for his birthday. So there's a store called Five Below. I guess everything in there is $5 and below. So he wants to go in there and buy a bunch of shit with his birthday money. So we're gonna take him to do that. My daughter is still away. Somebody cutting onions onions in here. She's still away at her science camp. So it's been very quiet at the house. My son, Ivan Adams, I'm not live on Rumble right now. Let me see. Is there a way I can I'll start doing that tomorrow. Because I think I just got to put in a custom key and then the custom URL. So I think as long as I get that from Rumble and put it in the StreamYard, then I can go live on both. So I'll check it out. That's a good question. I don't think no, but to answer your question, no, I'm not live on there right now, but I think I can do that. Authentically Kennedy, what up? Hey, check it out. Hey, the big booty Latina. Oh, man, I'm tripping. Hold on, I'm tripping. Mr. Kojak, hold on. I got to give this to you, Mr. Kojak. First. Thank you, Mr. Kojak, for your generosity. And now for the big booty Latina. Muchas gracias, mijita. What gang would Trump join in jail? You know what? We'll never know. We'll never know. But whatever gang, whichever gang or whatever gang, I think whichever gang he joined would be very profitable. Very profitable. He'd have a business up and running in no time. Believe that. J.P. Irvine, what up, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you, brother. He says, JG, question for you. Pick your top 5 piece of shit leftists that absolutely need to be locked up for their BS antics with 45. Oh man, top 5. I gotta whittle it down to 5. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Heather Rodriguez, what up? Welcome. Damn, only 5. Okay, we'll go from 5 to number 1. How about that? Let me write this shit down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Name that Janet Jackson song. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 5. Shit. Hold on. I know who number 1 is. Number 5. Bad enough to go to jail. We'll have to say Aunt Pearl, Liver Spotted, Demon. What's his name? Yeah, that motherfucker is going there too. And here we go. Easy right there. Bam. So number 5 is going to have to be Aunt Pearl, aka James Brown's stunt double, aka a melted hound dog, or you can go by the name on her birth certificate, which I'm sure has a lot of dust on it. Fucking ancient document. Maxine Waters, she's number 5. Number 4 is the vodka vixen, the gargoyle that is encased in concrete until sundown. When she breaks free and rains down her fury and terror upon the inhabitants of Washington, D.C. That's none other than Nancy Pelosi. Hold on. Got to make sure I set my alarm to get Junior. I got to pick him up from school. That's my boy. Every day. Or every day that I go get him, because I don't get him every day. When he comes out, he raises his hand. His teacher points to him, looks over, makes sure that I'm there. I wave to her. He comes running. Every time he runs and jumps in the air, pick him up, give him a hug. How was your day at school? What was your favorite subject? Not PE or lunch, because he always says, "Ooh, lunch or recess." Not those. It's kind of a joke now because he knows what I'm going to say. Then I take his backpack. I carry it for him. Why not? It's easy. Plus, he's running up and shit, giving kids hugs. Bye, so and so. Bye, so and so. Bye, bye, bye. It's very cool. I don't remember how I got sidetracked into that. So we got Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi, number 5 and number 4. Number 3, Chuck Schumer. And when he teams up with Nancy Pelosi and they get behind that podium, I call him Shalosi. But Chuck Schumer, number 3. I don't have a name for him yet. Yes, I do. Here, let me get you out of there. Let me get that out. Let me find this guy's name. What's the dude's name? He was the actor's name who played, I can't remember the character's name either, but he's the one that Elliot Ness pushed off or let fall off the roof. Or he pushed him. That's right. He pushed him off the roof. I gotta watch that movie again. But what's the actor's name? We had a good cast. Kevin Costner, Sean Connery. It's gonna be a lot of danger. Andy Garcia. Robert De Niro's bitches. Billy Drago. So that's Chuck Schumer's new name is Drago. Because that's what it reminds me of. Just some, so you almost see his tongue fork when he opens his mouth. Like he's tasting the air. Just a real slimy deviant. Like he's always doing this with his hands and shit. I'm Chuck Schumer. Ugh. Oi, verklempt. And then number 2, that's got to be Ferret Hands. Mr. Lock It All Down. Mr. You don't need a mask. Oh, wait a minute. You need 2 masks. Oh, and you gotta be 6 feet apart. And after all the death and destruction to your economy and the whole world, I'm going to get up there in front of your so-called elected government, and I'm going to tell him that I didn't do shit wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. None of this blood is on my hands. Fauci. And number 1. Number 1. She forced Bill Clinton into the crotches of all those women. She's the one who made Bill Clinton go all over Monica Lewinsky's dress. You might want to get that dry cleaned. That depends on what the definition of is. I think I was a teenager when he said that on TV, and I was just like, who the fuck, even as a teenager, I was like, who the fuck believes that? It depends on what the definition of is. You know what it is? Hillary. The Epsteinator. Come with me if you want to die. I'm the Epsteinator. I'll kill you. And I'll make sure it looks like an accident in there. Or the guards are going to be out there with the fingers inside the nose, picking the boogers, not looking at the videotape. And in case they are looking at that there, the tape's not going to be working. Isn't that out of a movie? There's a high-profile inmate. The cameras go out. The guards are on fucking lunch. And he ends up dead. No, that's not a movie. That happened. So that's my top 5 piece of shit liberals that deserve to be in jail. And scene. So we got some more generosity out there. Yeah, boy. Pickman, thank you for the $45. I went to Crap Hole, Seattle yesterday and visited Bruce and Brandon Lee's graves. Well, number 1, that's a bucket list for me. Huge Bruce Lee fan. Huge Brandon Lee fan. And I've told this before, but I remember the night Brandon Lee died. I think my brother was already gone to boot camp, 94. So it was my mom, my dad, and I. We were at home. And I remember just sitting there. We didn't watch TV. We were listening to it on the radio, actually. for some reason. And I remember just sitting there thinking, just my parents were talking. And, as much as I could wrap my head around it at, 13, 14 years old in 1994. But I remember that. It was real sad, real somber. But hey, at least you could find a silver lining in your trip to that gangrenous wound in the Pacific Northwest, Pickman. And I hope you made it out there without getting any homeless on you. Ew, I got something to show you guys about Sacramento, what they're doing for the homeless there. And it is something. And I guarantee you this, it's more than they will do for the citizens, for the tax-paying citizens, for the bill footers, the people who are footing the bill for this shit. They're doing more for these people than they will for the taxpayers, as strange as that may sound. The amazing Wong. Thank you. JG, how do you feel about Dylan Mulvaney being on the Bud Light cans? That's just nasty. Is that what you want to look at, fellas, when you're chugging a tall boy? When you're drinking a tall boy, you got to look at a lady boy. Ugh, that's too many boys with the beer. Pickman says you live in Washington, so yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, that shit's fucking gross. Ew, come on. That shit is nasty. And they double down. Bud Light don't give a shit. They're going to concentrate on that microscopic portion of the population. The Ku Klux trans people that buy Bud Light. Come on now. Come on. Let's see. Oh, I got that bitch right here. Let's go to mine. There it is. Here, I'll tell you exactly how I feel about this fool on the Bud Light can. I did a short on Instagram. So this will be under a minute, I promise. Probably around 30 seconds, something like that. So here's what I think. And what the fuck? How do we go from real men of genius to fake women with a penis? I remember when I used to deliver beer back in the day, and all the little field workers would come in and fill their backpacks with the tall cans. And don't you call these tall boys? I'd love to see them getting those cans now. Hey, what the fuck, man? Who's the guy on the beer? Your motherfucker. And Budweiser is doubling down on their support of this Ku Klux trans member. I don't understand. How do you plan on making money when you target an audience that doesn't spend any money with your company? Huh. Give me a follow. There you go. That's how I feel. And I'll be doing more shorts today, too. And then you got Kid Rock right here. Kid Rock shooting Bud Light cans. Kid Rock, you might be my new favorite human being. Since Bud Light decided to double down on their support for that chick holding a stick, Kid Rock said, you know what? I'm going to buy some Bud Light, and I'm going to shoot that shit. And you want to have it with some Weineken? Maybe some French fries. Give me a follow now. True that. So good for you, Kid Rock. Bar with the bar, huh? Yeah, Bud Light, I mean, come on, guys. Come on now. Hold on. I've got another one up here. Up here. I see your supers and I shall get to them. There it is. There it is. Andrea Viola. Here we go. Right there. Right there. Thank you, Andrea Viola. JG, you are far too kind. I would take the children of all those named. This way, the parents suffer in perpetuity. Yeah, it's I agree. I can get down with that. I get down with that. I do have a nice side, but believe me, When it's time for the nice to be gone, we can get real medieval over here. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass. You hear me, hillbilly boy? Big booty Latina. Thank you again. Jericho, Fox keeps calling Dylan a she. WTF? Yeah, I think that's stupid. That's not a she. That's a dude. And he hasn't even, I mean, if you're going to do it, why don't you go all the way? Why don't you get that shit cut off? Why don't you have them put a hole between your legs that you constantly have to do upkeep on, or it will close because it's not supposed to be there. Right? All you did was tuck it. You just Buffalo Bill in it. You just throwing some duct tape on the thing and pulling it back. I ain't being no woman. Yeah, never that. I will always call that dude a dude, even if he did get the surgery. That's still a dude. That's an insult to women. But who cares about them? They're just women. Patrick C, thank you. Look at that. Patrick's a member. Bud Light is toilet wine beer. Good match for Dylan. What up, Scott James? And again, I can't say this enough. Sure appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you. Thank you. Mandy Westcott, Brian Hendricks, Heidi, Brian King, B. All you guys, shout out to the members. Authentically Kennedy. Aaron M. put a quote in here from Trump. We are fighting for the gay community. We are fighting and fighting hard. Donald Trump, December 15th, 2022. Again, I don't agree with everything he does. I don't think we should be fighting hard for any particular group, really. Why don't we fight hard for America? Because a rising tide lifts all boats. So if we're all doing good, we're all doing good, it's all good. So I don't believe in fighting for any one particular group unless it's children. But as far as the alphabet soup group or a racial group, no, fuck that. You fight for everybody, and it will all shake out in the end. But no, I don't agree with that shit. That's ridiculous. I think we've fought hard enough for them, huh? I think they're good. I think they're doing just fine. We're done fighting for you. We can cross that off the list. We can finally cross something off of our list. We've done that. You guys are good to go. Thank you very much, Faith B _904. Love you, JG. Keep up the fight. Scout's honor. As long as they're being stupid, I'll be here. I don't see any signs of that slowing down, unfortunately. Unfortunately. There we go. Andrea Viola, thank you again. Well, now that I know you're Sicilian, I got to stop saying Andrea Viola. Andrea Viola. She said, I'm Sicilian. That would explain my super chat. Yes, it does. Sicily, the little island off of Italy. They say it's the part getting kicked by the boot. I got Sicilian people in my family. Shout out. Shout out. That's right, Dirk Plexiglass. You're going to be here a long time. I better get a Snickers. You're going to be here for a while? Yeah, this shit is off the charts, man. They're just... Gabe, what up, man? Hey, what the OJs teach me? Got to give the people what they want. Gabe, let's see the cheerleaders one more time. And we did that, sir. And I already told him about the show we're doing tonight with Todd Van Dam's stuntman. That rhymes. Let me share link. Then I go to my own live stream. Boom. Link. And that right there is the link to Gabe's page where we will be interviewing Todd Senefonte, again, a returning guest, and he is Jean-Claude Van Damme's stuntman. Yes, we do it. We do it like that. We got it like that there. And I'll see you later, Gabe. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be fun. And we don't know who's going to make an appearance tonight. It could be Hulk, the Hulkster, brother, Macho Man. You never know. It's going to be beautiful, whatever it is. Authentically Kennedy says, I really don't care what Trump says. He delivered a great America, and that's all I give an F about. Same here. I mean, some of the shit he did, like, you know, the way he claimed he fought for and the alphabet soup group and all that shit and some other shit. That's just going to have to be BB's off the battleship. Pew, pew. You know what I mean? That's just some shit that he did that I didn't like, but that's not going to stop me from being a Trump supporter. Now, if he does some shit or says some shit that's, you know, too crazy, well, yeah, I'll cut him loose. But until then, and people even say, well, he pushed the vaccine. Yeah, but he didn't mandate it. He didn't shut down the country for it. So, again, he's free to have his own opinions. He's free to put whatever substance in his body that he wants. It's the beauty of America. Careless, thank you. Jericho, I would like to congratulate Chicago on voting in the male version of Lori Lightfoot. That's right, we're going to get to it. Good job, Chicago. That's part of the reason that I named this live stream Chili Rings. Because what's a chili ring? Chili ring, chocolate starfish, or fucking turd cutter. Your leather Cheerio, fucking balloon knot. It's your asshole, man. Raquita Johnson, what up, dude? It's your asshole. That's why I called it asshole. Because Chicago got a brand new asshole. Now, this one's not 4 feet tall with googly eyes and a hairline like fucking Stephen A. Smith. But he's still an asshole. And then you got Alvin Bragg, a.k.a. a young Uncle Phil. So, yeah, there's plenty of assholes. Assholes abound. Gabe, once again, look at this generous motherfucker. Thank you, Gabe. Now let's check out these cheerleaders one more time. Gabe, I think he has a question for the Hulkster. I'll see if I can find him. Mr. Hogan, I heard Pasta Mania is taking... Mr. Hogan, I heard Pasta Mania is taking Dylan Mulvaney on as a spokesperson. Is it true? I hope not. Double Impact needs you to stay on woke. Well, brother Gabe, brother, you don't have to ever worry about the Hulkster going woke, brother. I'm proud to sit on the back of that red and yellow Harley, brother, riding into the sunset to the stars and stripes, brother. What that orange fella tell us, brother? Everything that goes woke, brother, turns to shit, and I can't have that going down at Pasta Mania, brother. I got too much rigatoni to move. Now, if that Mulvaney character wants to come on over here, brother, I'll tell him, respect your parents, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, brother. But if you come over here for anything else, brother, I'll make you drink that 24-ounce can through your ass, brother. I got pasta to make. I don't call it Pasta Mania for nothing, brother. Gabe, I hope that answered your question, because it sure answered mine. I was wondering, is Hulkster, is it possible to make the Hulkster go woke? Is he subject to wokeness? Nah, man. He's gonna make Dylan drink that 24 ouncer through his fucking stanker. I'll take that 24-ounce can, brother, and I'll shove it all the way up his ass, turn him upside down like one of those old school water machines, brother, where you put the bottle on top. Sorry, man, I didn't think Hulkster was gonna. I didn't think he was gonna come back in like that. I thought he was done. I apologize for that lack of professionalism. Hulkster's like that sometimes. So what do you do? What am I going to tell him? I mean, it's Hulk Hogan. When I tell the Hulkster no. Thank you, Justin Desroches. It's a good time to make this place a little more play. Here we go. Let the play games begin. One more time. Well, think about what you think about. Thank you very much. Think about what you think about. How hard is the left pleasuring themselves this week? They played that clip of Trump walking out of the building over and over again. You know they were. Donna Limone, that greasy lip bitch. All the blue check marks in Hollywood. Jane Fonda and Jamie Lee Curtis had one leg up on the desk, just letting that old rusty mop breathe. Just letting those dusty folds get some air, and they were we got him. They were all doing it. But hey, let them have their fun. What do they say? Girls just want to have fun. Let them. That's what kids do. They celebrate too early. They don't wait for all the facts to shake out. They don't wait for it to get done. They just celebrate prematurely. They don't know any better. They're children. But this case is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. The things that Trump is being charged with happened after he was already president. And the whole reason, their reasoning behind this, is that he withheld information that would have affected his chances of being elected, but they didn't happen until after he was elected. So they didn't even take place until he was in there. Aaron, and Republicans still have not attempted to impeach Biden. I guess it's not down to just simply having Republican control. They need to get 2/3 majority to move forward with it. And being that our margin of dominance is so narrow, it's going to be damn near impossible to get 2/3. Unless we actively find Biden sniffing a kid. No, he already did that. Well, unless they find evidence of him having nefarious dealings with China. No, already did that. Unless we have proof that he purposely sabotaged the economy. Nope. Did that. Okay. Maybe if he put out information about the sweet and sour sniffles that was false information and could have possibly caused people to put a harmful substance in their body. If they can catch him, no. He already did that. Fuck. Okay, and I got this. Okay, this is for sure. Okay. Aaron M, good point. Still some bullshit. But hey, man, I'm first in line to go watch the movie Who Wants to See Biden Get Impeached. I'm right there. Is there anything I can do to help? I'm right there. But this is for sure. This guaranteed, hands down, if he did this, it's a guarantee that you get more than 2/3 majority to impeach that fool. You guys ready for this? And I know it sounds impossible, but if he did this, if he carried this out, guaranteed. George Zimmerman, not that one. I guarantee it. Remember the Men's Warehouse? You're going to love the way you look. I guarantee it. Or was that George Zimmerman? Hold on. Men's Warehouse. George Zimmer. George Zimmer. That's what it was. You're going to love the way you look. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that if he does this, he's gone. He's fucking out of here. He's done. If he were to leave a war zone, cause the death of more than 10 people, and leave behind tens of billions of dollars in military equipment. If he did that, he is guaranteed to be in. What? Are you fucking sure? Sorry, guys, that was my producer in my ear. Apparently, he did that. Apparently, he caused the death of 13 service members and left behind $85 billion worth of shit. So, if he did that, and they still don't boot him out, that old motherfucker might be here to stay. That's exactly what I said yesterday. Stormy Daniels. Is that her real fucking name? What's her real name? She's at the center of this. The payment to her, the $130,000 payment to her, is at the center of all of this. She's the nucleus of this all of this whole case. And she lost her case against Trump in 2018. She just made the last $122,000 payment to him. So how does she lose a case to him in this court, but in the court here in Manhattan, he's brought up on charges that are based on his interaction with her, the lady who lost the case to him? I know, it's fucking stupid. How does that happen? And and this shit is about campaign violations, campaign finance violations, to defraud the American people and withhold information from the American people that could have changed their opinion of Donald Trump and possibly not put him in the White House. That's what this is all about. But the Federal Election Commission, it's kind of what they do. It's kind of their thing. It's their specialty. The Federal Election Commission looked at this and said, nah, we're cool. Was there no one in the federal government that wanted to see Trump gone? Yeah, most of the federal government did not want him there. But the Federal Election Commission, this is what they do. Do you guys are you guys connected to the judicial? No, you don't do that. How about the Department of No, you don't do that. Department of Defense, you military. No. Oh, all you do is election shit, and they didn't want to touch it. But Alvin Bragg is claiming that this was an election violation, and the Federal Election Commission didn't want to touch it. And the point is not to win. They don't want to win. They're okay with the participation trophy. They don't want to win. They just want to beat him up. They want to beat Trump down. They don't want him razor sharp with his razor sharp focus on the election, on his campaign. They want his attention to be split. You cannot do two things at once equally. Something is going to suffer. They just want to beat him up. Their dummies are already in place. Their dummies will believe anything they tell them. Their dummies are not interested in the truth. They're not interested in facts. They are lactose intolerant, and the facts is a big old cold glass of milk. Vitamin D, whole milk. They're allergic. It's harmful. It's actually harmful to them. It's helpful to us. It's harmful to them. It can kill them. Would you want something that can kill you close to you? You're going to grab a rattlesnake and put it next to you in bed? No. Why? Because it could kill you. So the truth and facts and our well-being, all lethal. That's the real existential threat. Not climate change or like the planet. We're going to be dead in like 10 years? No, that's not the existential threat. The existential threat is us to them. We are deadly. Not make them sick, not give you food poisoning, not have it flying out of both ends where you got to lay in the bathtub. I'm talking about that kind of food poisoning. It's coming out of the top and the bottom. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking death. We are lethal to their career. And the favors they've done, the fortunes they've amassed. I saw yesterday Nancy Pelosi's worth $120 million. At her salary, it's not possible for her to be that wealthy. So where did it come from? Now her husband, Nancy Pelosi's worth $120 million. Shit, girl. Where you get all that fucking money from? I don't know. These are just questions. These questions from a lowly taxpayer. I'm just a 10. Tax ID number. That's all I am. That's all we are. I can't even look at them. We don't deserve it. We don't fucking deserve it. We don't even deserve to look at their face. Oh, yes, of course, the insider trading. And she sat up there and said, oh, I don't think there's a problem. I don't think there's a conflict of interest if an elected official has stock options in these companies and you get a heads up and know when they're going to take a shit, so you dump them. Fucking assholes. Of course she would say it's not a conflict of interest. She's the one benefiting from the conflict of interest. Yeah, man, it's NVIDIA Nancy. It's not a conflict of interest. They are able to compartmentalize their mind. I'm an elected official. I'm at work. I'm in this box here. Over here, I'm a private citizen investor. And I have stock in this company. But over here, it's like, remember the Frosted Mini Wheats commercial? You got the wheat side and the frosted side. And on the wheat side, at work, I'm a law-abiding elected official. I would dare not break any of the rules. If I find out that this stock that I own a bunch of is going to tank and I'm going to lose a bunch of money, I am going to keep the stocks. I'm not going to dump them. I'm not going to sell them. I'm just going to take that hit because I am an elected official. And I take my oath, the oath of office, very seriously, deadly serious. I would never do that. It is not a conflict of interest. I am an honest elected official. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like the people who, when they get on the, like, what was that dude's name? Sam, some shit, Sam, something Sam's. The guy who was the first openly gay NFL player, blah, blah, shut the fuck up, nobody cares. But he was saying, no, I'm here to play ball. The guys in the locker room, they don't got to worry about none of that. I'm here to play ball. On my weak side, I'm in the box. I'm a football player. Defense, tackle, technique. I'm here to play. But on my frosted side, honey, let's see that bologna pony. I see some tube steak over there. Let's get working on that gravy. But not here. I'm football all day. I don't think about none of that other stuff. Yes, there are a bunch of men in here who are in top physical condition. A lot of dick root. A lot of cum gutters in here. A lot of six packs. None of that. Dick swinging, testicles, firm anuses. None of that. Football. Get the fuck out of here. That's how Nancy Pelosi got $120 million. Damn, girl. She got $120 million from them titties. That's where she got the $120 million from. She taking them titties around the world. You seen them? They were on display in Italy. They were on full display. I was like, damn, that's it. Didn't know you had fucking sweater meats like that there, you broad. She did though. She busted them bad boys out on that beach. Oh man. Hey, you guys ready to get a little angry? Okay. All right. That's what you want. Look at this motherfucker. Hold on. Let's get to these super chats and then I'll show you probably the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life. Where you're just like, what the what? Yeah, like that. Like that. But first, Leonard S., thank you, brother. Okay, so Leonard S. says, simple majority in the House to impeach. Happened twice to Trump. But 2/3 majority. Oh, in the Senate. Okay. So the House can get the impeachment off the ground, but then it would take a 2/3 majority in the Senate to make it so, just like everything else. The House comes up with a bill, goes on to the Senate, they decide yay or nay. If they say yay as well, then it goes to the Grandpa in Chief's office and he sign it. So either way, it's probably not going to happen because even if it passes in the House, the Senate is Democrat run and there is no way. But thank you for that, Leonard S. Thank you for that information. Patrick C., I thank thee. He says the Dems are going to run neck buddy for POTUS. Oh my goodness. His cognitive abilities have already surpassed Joe Biden. Pelosi VP. Oh my God. That would be so terrible. There was a time when if somebody said something like that they would put somebody like Fetterneck out there to run for president, we would double over in laughter. No, shut up. Say it again. That kind of laughter. So, like I said, there was a time, meaning that time is no more. There's a real possibility, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the same thing I would be thinking. You're thinking, yeah, of course, Jericho, but there's no fucking way that somebody as bad as Fetterneck would be elected president. No way. Have you heard him talk? I know. Have you heard this motherfucker talk? Have you heard Sloppy Joe talk? Look where he's at. We couldn't make it through the campaign. Well, where the fuck was Sloppy Joe? He was in the basement with Dr. Jill, probably eating ants on a log and butterscotch pudding to his heart's content. Was there a time? Yeah. Is that time no more? Yeah. That time is gone. And look how he became the fucking senator in Pennsylvania. No way he was going to lose to Dr. Oz. Have you heard him talk? There he is. Ain't even on the job. Motherfucker's still in the hospital. He won't get back to work until April 17th. So they say. That could definitely change. Boy, oh boy. Shit. Thank you again, Leonard S. He says, Trump is the toughest 75-year-old in the world. That's the truth. Because they're going to put that poor man through the ringer. And won't Biden be, what, 82? If he were to take office for a second term, wouldn't he be 82 years old? Fuck. Fuck. Boy, that would be something. That would be something. But, you know, that's what we're dealing with. It could totally fucking happen. Hell yeah. Fetterneck on the campaign trail. Fetterneck on a presidential campaign trail. And that would be, you know, infuriating for us to see. Why it would be for no one else is beyond me, because that's total fucking, what would you call him? It's not elder abuse like it is with Sloppy Joe. But I guess handicap abuse, ogre abuse. I don't want to go out there anymore. Fuck. Oh shit. Thank you, Grandmaster Play. Says, yo, missed mine, bro. I did? Let's see. Grandmaster Play. Patrick C, I did that one. I'm pretty sure I did yours. Pretty sure. Let's see. But if I'm fucking wrong, I'll admit it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Grandmaster Player, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We're getting close to the top. Not looking good. Let's see. Probably back to 120. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. I don't see it, Grandmaster Player. I looked through every single one. I did not see it. cooks up beets. He says he be eating green jello with marshmallows and ham salad. Hell yeah, he does. With no spoon, with his fucking hands. Jill just puts down a tarp and hopes for the best. Go mush mouth oatmeal brain motherfucker. My man Jay Reason. What's up, man? How's it going in Buffalo? Thank you for the $5. He says, hey, anyone know what Anthony Weiner's up to? First of all, that's an unfortunate name, and I hope he was ridiculed heavily in school for that, because I know if he went to my school, he would have been. But he is a little weird ass. I think he's a senator in California. He's the one coming up with all the weird bills. He authored the bill. I think it ended up getting passed. Anything weird and perverted, any bill that you see coming out of California, Anthony Weiner had a hand in authoring that bill, guaranteed. He is the one who authored the bill where as long as the age is within sexual assault case, let's say a gay dude engaged in sex with a young man. Let's say the gay guy was 24 and the victim was 14. As long as it's within 10 years, then it's up to the judge's discretion whether or not the perpetrator has to register as a sex offender. So basically, if that 24-year-old man has sex and sexually assaults a 14-year-old boy, there's 10 years. So then the judge can decide, well, you're cool. You don't have to register as a sex offender. It's fine. That is Anthony Weiner. Who knows? That fucking idiot. He probably has his head up to the neck, up to the shoulder blades in Gavin Newsom's ass. That's probably where he is. Fucking weirdo. Anthony Weiner. Don't judge a book by its cover, judge a book by its fucking name. That dude's a freak. Max Bang, thank you for the Hamilton. 3 words. 3 words. America first. Oh, man. Jay Reason says wrong Wiener. How many Anthony Wieners are there? I'm going to look up Weiner. Anthony Weiner. How many Wieners are there, Jay Reason? Oh, that Anthony Weiner. New York Anthony Weiner, Ninth Circuit. The Ninth Circuit Court are the ones who just awarded Stormy the $122,000. I bet he's real upset. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah. Got the Wieners mixed up. Scott Weiner. That's what it is. Scott Weiner is the weird ass fucking California senator who comes up with all the perverted bills. Scott Weiner. I wonder if the Wieners are related. So East Coast Weiner and a West Coast Weiner. Fucking bitch. Yeah, you guys got your own Weiner. We got a Weiner over here, California. You guys got a Weiner on the East Coast. A Weiner in New York. He looks like a Weiner too. He looks like that turtle from those old Warner Brothers cartoons. Oh, heel, oh, heel. He was the one in the tortoise in the hair with Bugs Bunny. Slow and steady. Oh, heel, oh, heel. Slow and steady. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Well, if you took the shell off of that turtle, that's what Anthony Weiner looks like. Let me show you. Let me show you a Weiner. I wonder if is YouTube going to take down my channel for showing a Weiner. They both look weird. I'll show you both Wieners. I'm going to show you guys both Wieners right now. Who wants to see two wieners? Oh my good, here's a good one. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this fool here. Just imagine this dude handing you a flyer and he says, "Yeah, I run a daycare." What? That is New York's Weiner. That is Anthony Weiner. He's a U.S. representative for New York's 9th Congressional District. Anthony Weiner. God, look at that motherfucker. He looks like a wiener. And then I'll show you guys the West Coast Weiner. Anthony. Oh, here, I'll just change the name. And this is Scott Weiner. That's our Weiner. That's my Weiner. That's California's Weiner. He looks like he would come up with some of the bills that he comes up with, right? He looks like he would come up with some weird ass bill that has to do with allowing access to children in a sexual manner. I don't know whose wiener's worse. Is your wiener worse than my wiener, Jay Reese? Huh? I don't know. Your wiener did look a little more ghoulish. New York. I'll give you that one. Yours, that picture looked fucked up. But you know, he looks like somebody who would get a job that has to do with children. There he is. Oh, Scott Weiner. Fuck. Oh man. Sometimes you don't have to make shit up. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Mm-mm-mm. So you guys tell me whose wiener is worse, California's wiener or New York's wiener? Who has the worst wiener? Oh shit. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Max Bang, thank you again. Two wieners? No girth. True that. Okay. Now let me show you guys some of the weirdest shit you've ever seen in your life. Hmm? Granted, I don't know all of you. This has got to be fucking weird. Here it is. There it is. There it is. And I literally LOL'd. I literally LOL. I saw this. No. This one. Check this shit out.
I'm sorry to all my fans in the rat community.
Rat.
I didn't realize that was an offensive slur. I'm sorry to all my fans in the rat community.
A rat. Like
I didn't
Master
realize
Splinter.
that was an offensive slur. I'm sorry.
What happened? Huh? What happened? When did people like this get any kind of credibility from the public at large? When did that happen? When did we even remotely think that, let's listen to what they have to say? Give them a platform. What the fuck? Yes. Joyce Decker, what's rat community? I don't know. I imagine it's a bunch of freaks that think they're rats. We've all seen the videos of, actually, I'm a wolf. Why do they all talk like this with that upspeak? I'm a wolf. I'm a cat. I saw one where a girl married her model airplane. Those people have always existed. Weirdos and freaks and deviants and perverts, they've always existed. Since the beginning of time. But there was a time when people like that had to keep it under wraps. You had to keep that crazy to yourself. Yes, sweet Mama G, married a model airplane. Remember a time when, unless you knew somebody in your life who was like that, you just didn't hear about shit like this. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Shit. What the fuck was that? That motherfucker said, I didn't know that was an offensive term. Me neither, buddy. Cannonballer 2020, thanks for the Twompski. We need to bring back paddy wagons, straight jackets, and loony bins. Pronto. I agree. I agree. Lock them up. Jay Reason, thank you again. He said she offended everybody on Skid Row. You know you're bad. You know you're way deep down the fucked up rabbit hole when Skid Row says, I'm sorry, we've decided that you need to go. The schizophrenic, homeless council of Skid Row, you got to get out of here. You're too much. You're too much for us. Speaking of crazy homeless, you know what they're doing in Sacramento? Sacramento, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, state capital. This is where Gavin Newsom has his office. Don't be assholes. Don't be like that. Tell me one thing Gavin Newsom's done. What? It's my alarm to pick up Junior. Tell me one thing Gavin Newsom has done that deserves ridicule. Yeah, exactly. You can't come up with one. Because there's 50,000. Here's 50,001. Bring back that. Here we go. Anger blood in.
And residents here say they fought hard to keep Camp Resolution, a place where residents say they feel safe and won't have to keep moving from camp to camp.
Oh, and let me read this for you. Camp Resolution. Sacramento offers squatters land for free. Grants drug addicts and homeless special self-governing rights. How nice would it be if we were all allowed self-governing rights? We'll take care of it ourselves, but don't worry about that. They'll give it to the homeless people, the drugs, the mental illness. Don't fix the problem. Don't give these people care because it cuts both ways. Yes, is it dangerous and uncomfortable for us to live out in general society with people suffering from drug addiction and mental illness? That can get a little dangerous, right? The CEO of Cash App was just stabbed to death in San Francisco this morning. Stabbed, not shot, but they want to get rid of the guns. Anyway, I'm sorry, sidetrack. So they're not going to fix the problem. They're going to give them land. And this also comes with 33 RVs from the city, aka your pocket, bitch. Camp Resolution. Their remedy for this, their idea for fixing the problem is here.
camp. This lease marking a victory for them in that process. The city of Sacramento will allow the homeless encampment on Colfax Street to become self-governing, where the residents living there come up with rules and policies for themselves. The city is entering into a 120-day lease at no cost.
We want to see this replicated
At no cost. Listen to what this fucking retard is saying.
across Sacramento. Stop the sweeps.
Stop the sweep. So stop coming in and cleaning up all the homeless encampments, which I agree with. Stop cleaning it up and fix the fucking problem. What is this root cause, Kamala Harris? Weren't you a state senator? Ah, never mind. Forget it, man. These people fail up. Kamala was a state senator for California, attorney general for California. This is what she did to our state. Let's make her vice president. Congratulations, Kamala. You just ascended. You didn't descend like it is for us in the private sector. You ascended. Good job, girl.
And residents
Look at that shit. Self-governing rights. Here. This is another autonomous zone. Here you go. And we're going to throw in 33 RVs. I don't know. I've never bought an RV. But I don't think it's cheap. If it was cheap, we'd all have one, right? 33 of them. A gift from the city. Hey, babe, I looked at my wallet. Did you take money out of my wallet? You know I wouldn't take money out of your wallet, but I was going to ask you the same thing. Or did you take some money out of my wallet? No. Well, then why is there less money in my wallet? Oh, the 33 RVs. 33. What do you think that place is going to be like? Because we're all just a paycheck away from being that, right? They're homeless. They call them homeless. So now you have a home. So I expect it to be like the fucking Truman Show in there. I expect it to be like the Stepford Wives in there. Everybody comes out. Good morning, neighbor. Good morning. Cutting their lawns, taking out the trash, walking the dogs. Hello, how's Junior? You think that's what it's going to be like inside of there with their self-governing rights? We'll see. We'll see. Grandmaster Play, Jericho is mad at me. No, I'm not. I didn't see your super chat, man. I promised you. I went all the way to the top. I looked at every single super chat, man. I did not see yours. I apologize. Shoot me an email, jerichogreen2018@gmail.com, and I'll read what you posted yesterday. Let me know, and I'll read it. But I did not see it, man. And there it is. You heard the alarm. I got to go get Junior now. Go take him shopping and spend his little birthday money. He's going to be very happy. Tomorrow, my daughter finally comes back from her science camp. Very excited about that. I miss her a lot. Thank you guys for being here. I didn't get to some things because it was a little shorter today, but trust me, we're going to talk about Chicago. We're going to talk about the Cash App CEO and the coach for, I think it's South Carolina University for the women's team. So apparently somebody called her team a bunch of thugs and monkeys. As bad as they want it to be, this is not 1952, you fucking idiots. Ingrid De La Rosa, you did miss it, girl. That's all right. We'll reconvene tomorrow, 1:05 p.m. Tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, double impact, triple threat. Myself, Sean, Gabe, and Todd Cinefonte. Who is he? Jean-Claude Van Damme, stuntman. Yes, we got it like that. Please be there. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, members. Thank you, super chatters. Thank you, everybody listening, watching. You typed a comment. Sorry if I didn't get to it. I appreciate you being here. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.